Okay, Keir, so a number of years ago you lost out on the quarterfinals. Certainly not heartbreak today, although we made hard work of it. It took a penalty shootout to decide the winner, but we're through to the semi-finals of the FA Vase. Incredible from us. Sum up today.
Yeah, unbelievable feeling right now to be in the last four of the FA Vase. Yeah, incredible. It's not very often I'm lost for words, but the group of players and the character, it's phenomenal. Gave absolutely everything today. Go 1-0 up as well, concede in the 92nd or 93rd minute, and you've got to then pick the boys back up and make them believe that they can win a penalty shootout again. And they produced the goods again when crunch time came in a penalty shootout. Really even game. Probably could have put it to bed when they were pushing on. We had a great chance with Ruz to make it 2-0. And then you think, they're just going to throw bodies forward and keep knocking on the door. And then they got one from a second phase delivery, which we haven't got out of the box. And they've bundled one home. And you're looking around and you're thinking, blimey, this is where it's going to end. And then, managed to see the rest of the stoppage time out without conceding, even though they're on the front foot then. And then the moment then belonged to the penalty takers and especially Jeppo. Saving 3 out of the 5. Incredible. Guessed the right way, like proper saves as well, not just bad penalties, but really, really big saves. The trusted penalty takers again, not all of them converted theirs, but Dan Demkiv with the 5th again. And then Jeppo to save it, and then absolute scenes for everyone to do with Corsham Town. I don't know how many fans total we had down here, but maybe let's say close to 100. All in red and white scarves and celebrating with them after. That's what it's all about for us at our level. We're not going to be challenging to be a Chippenham Town or a Bath City or even really to be a Frome Town or a Melksham Town at the moment, but we're making the best of what we've got. And the final four of the FA Vase in a national competition for Corsham Town. Unbelievable.
The first half was a bit flat for both teams. How much Peacehaven had a huge following today? I certainly heard them. Did that play an effect on our players, especially in the first half?
Yeah, we've been having absolute dogs from them all afternoon in the dugout. I think they parked like 40, 50 kids right next to us, just screaming and chanting all game. But, that's what you want, isn't it? The atmosphere, we don't get it very often. Probably, let's say there's 1,000 people here. That's what the boys want to be playing in the big games. No one wants to play in front of 15, 20 people, when we were in Division 1 and there wasn't many people knocking on the door to come and play for us then. We had to go and improve the standing, the reputation and the popularity of the football club to then make sure we can be in these games. It's not very nice when you go away from home and you've got 850, 900 away fans screaming how much they hate you in the dugout, but that's why we do it. We see it all the way at the top level, all the way down. So they're the moments that you just have to take the experience from. And thankfully that we had the last say, we had the final word. I go and smile in front of a couple of them and cut the ears, give it a bit of the Mourinho in front of them, and that's the moments that make it sweet. But credit to the boys and everyone around the football club, every volunteer, all the following down here. Now we'll go and have a really good night out.
Equalising so late in the game for Peacehaven, with the support behind them, they could very well have gone on to have gotten the winner. A comment on our defensive display, especially towards the end of the game, when really they could have gotten a winner.
Yeah, and that was the biggest worry. They've got one in the 88th, 89th minute, and then they've got stoppage time. They were knocking on the door. Then they were massively on the front foot, and the boys have to then put the equaliser out their mind and make sure we don't lose the game. And at that point, I was happy to take the lottery of penalties, and I'm sure that they would have probably been happy with that as well, because we've been on the front foot massively in the second half. Like you said, it was really cagey in the first half, and I felt that no one really got a foothold of the game. Not many chances, not much to do for either keeper, but the second half we come out and we created 2 or 3 really good opportunities, and like I said, we could have made it 2-0 to make it more comfortable. Didn't happen, but fair play to Peacehaven, really good side. Came back, kept knocking on the door, went to the wire for their gaffer, equalised, and then it's the lottery of penalties, isn't it? So luckily we've been on the on the right end of it. I'm not sure exactly, but I think nearly every single FA Vase game went to penalties, today. So it just shows how close each team is to each other, and how even the levels are. And it's those fine margins and that little bit of luck whatever happens now, will forever be remembered as the Corsham side that went to the semi-final, 1 game away from Wembley. If we can go one step more, just imagine that Corsham Town at Wembley, but now we can start dreaming. Like, everyone can genuinely consider that as a huge possibility that we're 90 minutes away from going to Wembley.
I know we can look at the game in hindsight now, we won, but especially conceding so late in the game, do you think that maybe we should have done better in the second half to convert some of those chances we had?
Yeah, definitely. We were quite wasteful, but in those big moments in those games, I'm going to get absolutely pelted here, aren't I? We need to convert those chances, and get it! Yeah!
Wembley!
Shut up!
Wembley!
Oh dear.
So lastly, just to wrap things up, because I know you want to get on with your evening. Did you have a man of the match for today?
Man of the match for me today, I'd probably give to Nath. To be fair, Nathan Davis was outstanding, proper leader, one person that I can always count on in big games. To roll up his sleeves and drag the boys over the line. Thought he was absolutely magnificent today. Stepped up, converted his penalty, which is not easy after missing. In the Wootton Bassett game, obviously it knocks your confidence in a penalty shootout, but he was first to come over to me and say, I want one gaffer, and that's what I want, the character mentality around the club. So yeah, he was probably my standout for today.